Dragon's Dogma 2 is out, and among its many positives and negatives, one thing has my attention the most: its world and exploration. Breath of the Wild for me was peak exploration in video games. The go anywhere feel, seeing something interesting and being able to go there and find extra things and getting sidetracked along the way was such a breath of fresh air in a landscape dominated by following lines and map markers. For a while nothing really has come close to that feel. Phoenix Rising was in the same style-ish, and Genshin Impact is pretty much Breath of the Wild with a lot of waifus. But in terms of any mainline games, everything just kinda trucked along with their map markers and question mark following. Firstly, Dragon's Dogma is a wonderful game that plays well and looks great. With the wide variety of playstyles and monsters to deal with, it's a very good experience. The exploration has made Dragon's Dogma one of my favourite experiences of the year so far. Exploration is slow, the stamina bar makes sure you can't just sprint everywhere. Whilst moving around the map, you'll come across various resources like in other games. But here, the bits of grass and twigs you pick up weigh the same as a dragon. Picking up everything will only serve to weigh you down sooner with the character's limited carry weight before it starts to affect you in travel and combat. You can choose to store items in your fellow pawns, but they too have limited carry weight. So having an idea of what you want to pick up is handy. Maybe you want to pick up a bit of grass or create some health potions, or mine some stones for a bit of crafting materials or to sell them. Looting enemies can also come at the cost of carry weight, but sadly you just have to wait and see what you get from them, as there's no inventory for the enemies, I think. So sometimes you'll walk away with the tooth of a giant monster, or you'll decide you want their left foot. It's a toss-up. Monsters roam the land of Dragon's Dogma, and it's very overwhelming at times. Unlike other games, you are constantly engaged in either combat or heading to and exploring an actual place of interest. Enemy camps, patrols, and ambushes are everywhere, and often trying to run from fights will often result in more pain. Giant monsters are also here to cause a ruckus. Again, unlike some other games where maybe the giant monster is stuck to a small arena, where you know if I go there I will fight the fellow with one eye. Here, you can just be smelling the flowers or picking up some bones off a floor, and then chaos.
No rest for the weary, it seems. We will be hard-pressed to find victory here if we cannot heal our wounds. Look out, Risen! We're under attack! One of us has been poisoned.
While roaming the map, you'll see things that look interesting, and there will actually something be there. Be it a big scary monster, a treasure chest, some resources, or some enemies. It's not just there's a question mark there, I shall go there and make sure it's got a nice completion sign next to it. There are no little question marks to be hunting down, it's all up to you just to be curious, which is just so nice. To be able to leave a town and just go adventure and know you'll find something interesting is great. And with a limited inventory, you'll be making preparations before you leave. Putting items away, making sure your gear is all good, and making sure your character gets some rest before you actually go adventuring. While exploring and more fights you get into, and the damage you take, your health bar will start to get smaller and smaller. You'll either need to set up camp or find an inn to rest at. This kind of idea also applies to when the sun starts to set. Nighttime in this game is like Helldivers. It is unrelenting pain and chaos and constant chases, and it's very fucking dark. The little lamp you hold is a must for nighttime as you're being chased by skeletons and spooky ghost mist. But I do love it. Making nighttime an actual threat makes you think, shit, it's getting dark, I should head back to a camp, rather than, oh, it's a bit darker now. The things you find in this game are also just surprising is the only word I can think of. Just left a small cave here, adventured up this mountain, and found another cave which is a wild looking glowing green mine, filled with monsters and a minotaur wearing a ghillie suit. Actually moving around the map isn't as free as something like Breath of the Wild, you can't just climb literally anything, so mountains do pose some sort of barrier, but you do have some options so you're not just forced down a set route. Here I wanted to get into this castle ruin thing and just floated in. No idea if that's how you were meant to do it, but it's just nice that I could figure my own way in. There is fast travel, but it is very limited. You can either use ox carts that may or may not be attacked, or you can use portal stones, which you can buy in limited quantities. You can also set down your own fast travel point if you find somewhere that you'd like to be able to quickly visit. The limited fast travel stones have obviously been assumed to be because of the microtransactions, but I actually really don't think that's the case. Maybe slightly, but with the world design and how much effort has gone into making it an experience to travel around, I think it's always been the intention to dissuade you from actually using fast travel. The game's exploration for me anyway gives you memories of the world and the events that happened to you. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened to me while exploring any recent Assassin's Creed games or Far Cry games, but with this one I have a little memory box in my head. Oh yeah, that's where I got my ass eaten by our wolf. Memories. Well anyway, thank you for watching this video. I don't really know what it was. I was just playing Dragon's Dogma and I thought the exploration in this game is really fucking nifty, so I want to make a video in some form about it. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.